Any painful bodily feeling now?
Well, if I move a little bit, it is there, you know.
The moments of laughing, no painful bodily feeling.
Is laughing now conditioned by kamma? While one is laughing at that moment, it's conditioned by kamma or what? Or not at all? Laughing, pleasant feeling.
Pleasant.
It's not the vipaka, right? Because we are talking about 5 kinds of feeling. The bodily feeling, only 2. Pleasant, at moment of touching, very soft, very pleasant. So the feeling right then is pleasant feeling. But when it's sore or whatever, he doesn't like itching and so on, unpleasant bodily only. With our body, there cannot be itching or fever or whatever. Is there stomach ache or headache? Nothing at all. When there's no body, right?
No.
Headache, sore throat, and so on, are conditioned by kamma to condition unpleasant vipaka through body. So while one has quite very keen, very firm understanding of the truth, it's just that which is conditioned by kamma. No one can make it arise at all. The bodily painful feeling, no matter it's hurt or it's what, it's conditioned because it's time for kamma, akusala kamma, to condition that moment. That's why at moment of seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching are conditioned by kamma. To be pleasant is the kusala kamma. To be unpleasant is by akusala kamma. That's why we learn in life how many moments are the vipaka, the result of kusala kamma or akusala kamma. The first moment, the patisanthijitta, is conditioned by kamma. See, can it be moment of bodily painful feeling? No body to condition unpleasant feeling as arms and legs at all. Just only very, very tiny kalapa conditioned by kamma to be kaya, bhava, hataya, only that. So at that moment, the vipaka is the patisanthijitta, not the kaya vinyana. That's why we learn a little more how many vipaka are there in life, how many akusala vipaka. Only 7 kinds of akusala vipaka, not as many as other moments of kusala vipaka. That's why, what are the 7? See, 5, seeing, akusala vipaka, experience and present object, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, 5, and sampatichana and santirana, only 7 vipaka, which is akusala vipaka. No matter it is killing, stealing, or crime, so very, very bad, but it can condition, no matter in hell or as animal, only 7 kinds of akusala vipaka. See, that's why seeing cannot perform the function of birth. The 5 cannot perform the function of birth. And then the sampatichana just receives the object. It cannot perform the function of birth at all. But the last one, the santirana, it experiences the object as the last akusala vipaka. It experiences with santira, moment of, what you say, Some people may think that it is this word translated and so on, but thinking about different moments of experiences and object, at moment of seeing is so short then gone, and sampadittana is conditioned to have vipaka, touch it, and experience this touching vipaka, and then gone. So after that, after touching, it experience more, and we use that word santirana, can perform the function of patisanti. No more akusala at all to perform that function. Only the last one, the santirana, akusala vipaka, condition birth consciousness. No matter it's tiny ant or the elephant, the patisanti citta is only santirana, akusala vipaka. So we learn little by little about each citta. For example, the function of sampadittana and the function of santirana. They are different by moments, experiencing the object, just as a seeing, hearing, or painful feeling, and then gone. Just by receiving vipaka, touch it to be object, to experience that object after seeing. And the last one, santirana, experience with more, a little more experiencing. That's all. Little by little. It's too much to think about, but in life we can understand what moments are moments of akusala vipaka. The moment of birth is gone, no one knows. At moment of sampadittana, just right after seeing consciousness with vipaka, just touch the object, for it is translated as receiving consciousness. But in truth, vipaka, just touch the object to be object of that moment. Experience the same object as seeing. Just touch, and the other, santirana, no matter what you translate, investigation or what, it doesn't matter. But it performs different functions from sampadittana, which just receive. So when the santirana akusala vipaka perform the function of patisanti and bhavanka, and then seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, with painful feeling, because it's the result of akusala kamma. So any moment of painful feeling or unpleasant kind of object, itching or pain or ache or whatever, it's the result of akusala kamma. So in life, 7 akusala vipaka. But kusala vipaka, since there are more conditions for kusala to arise, more cetasikas performing the function for a moment of kusala to arise. That's why, as there are more cetasika, condition the kusala kamma, the result of it is more than just 7 kinds of citta. So now we can talk about the bodily feeling. Only one citta experience the unpleasant object through the body. And after that, does anyone like it or dislike it with unpleasant feeling? Or no unpleasant mental feeling at all, because of right understanding of that degree, can let go all kind of akusala and kusala, the arahata's citta. No more unpleasant feeling, but still have the unpleasant bodily feeling by kamma. So now, even one is not arahata, just learn about the citta, one can see that no one can hurt you or anyone at all. It's one own akusala kamma. conditioned moment of vipaka. For Akusala, 7 kinds of vipaka. No matter it's great pain or just very little unpleasant object is there, experience.
So but in the end it is just the enduring of the pain.
Now? Oh, when?
Yeah. Also now, also.
Anytime. So when it's very long moment of painful feeling, each moment which is painful bodily is conditioned by kamma.
So that is explanation why it is there.
When it's there, it's conditioned by one's own kamma, previous kamma, no matter what life. And even right now, when it's not the 10 chitta, the vipaka, there must be vitaka, cetasika as well.
Yes, Ajahn.
That's why only seeing phassa is enough. Condition seem to arise with other cetasikas all together. But now, vitaka is all the time arising with each moment. Unknown that when it's not seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, there must be vitaka, phassa, just contact, and then vipaka, just touch. That is object in life. Is there any difference between just contact and touch?